All right, outside. In fact, I'm going to sign off my weathercast tonight like he signed off his. So stay tuned. All right, I got a nice wide shot because I want to see if we're going to see any fireworks. Now, I promise you, this picture at midnight, it's almost ridiculous. You'll see a few little starbursts here. But once we hit the midnight hour, I mean, this entire skyline will be flooded with fireworks. Mostly clear in 56, south wind about 6 miles per hour, dew point only 17. That is still a West Texas, Southwest U.S. dew point. So the temperature ranges are huge when the air is dry. So we started at 35, made it up to 69 degrees today. 0.3 of an inch in the gauge for the month. More on that in a moment. First, R35 pales in comparison to Hondo, the Medina Valley, always getting colder. 29, 0 Celsius at Uvalde, 28 Kerrville, Fredericksburg, 27 State Capitol, right at freezing for Gonzales. Carrizo Springs down to 32. So outlying areas, even Pleasanton, got below freezing. We have yet to hit 32 this season in San Antonio. Bulk of the rainfall this year was May and June. In those 8 weeks, we saw 13 to 14 inches of rain. Then it was a pretty wet August before we hit the brakes on the rain. Look at this. Over September, October, November, and December, we didn't even make 3.5 inches. And we should have had at least that in September and October alone. So for the year 2703, almost 5.5 below average. Saturating rains across the southern California coast and moving inland. This is a dangerous situation with mudslides. We're in a very stable weather pattern now, and it'll be a quiet one moving forward. And with this kind of stability and a ridge of high pressure, we're going to be getting pretty warm. But if you're traveling, tomorrow, it's going to be the West Coast. LAX will probably have delays as well as the Northeast with Boston. Then heading into Friday, doesn't look like there's a delay on the map. And then as we get into Saturday, just a look ahead for Atlanta and LA. All right, let's take a look at the 14-day forecast. I still have the Christmas lights up, right, until the day of Epiphany. 75, then to 83. We'll go mostly cloudy. Then the cold front, and it's a not as warm front. 77 on Saturday, 76 on Sunday. Then we're going closer to 80. As we get to this is the mother of Mondays, right? The schools are back open, everybody's back to work. 78, it's going to feel like spring for several days. Next front still only takes us into the upper 60s. And, of course, what's missing? No chance of rain. And for the great honoring Judd Ashmore, he used to always say at the end of his weathercast, hug somebody. It'll make you feel great.